Well, school delays turned closures, slushy roads, and pockets of ice were the wake-up call for all of Lane County this morning. But Public Works crews began their work ahead of the forecast to prevent potential dangers from becoming worse. Before most people were awake, the first team call came early Thursday morning as the city of Eugene prepared a combination of 14 plows or attachments mounted on trucks to take on the snow.
We've had our snow plows all hooked up and ready to go. We put out the anti-icing fluid that we do. We've been doing it for several weeks now because the weather has been so cold, and we were ready to go, had crews on standby.
County Public Works crews were also tuned into several weather sites in preparation to treat roads before and during the overnight ice, snow, and rain mixture.
Try to get an idea of what's coming, and that'll tell us what we need to do for the process, whether it's sanding, magging, or plowing.
Hibbler, who works in Zone 1 of the 5-county zone, says magging, or the spreading of thousands of gallons of magnesium chloride, began a week ago, followed by tons of sand. The county has 30 plows or plow attachments mounted on trucks dispersed between the zones, and the focus goes to roads like 30th Avenue and Fox Hollow Road due to their higher elevation.
The stuff that's in higher elevations typically gets a little bit more attention. They get ice and snow a little bit sooner than the rest of the roads. There's some steep roads that we have in our zones, and we like to try to get the steeper roads for the people to get out of their houses and down those hills a little bit safer.
As for city crews, main roadways take precedence.
Priority roads, the bigger roads, West 11th, Coburg, Chambers, the main thoroughfares.
Barnes tells us the response Thursday was a little different from January 2024's ice storm.
It was just a lot of ice that we couldn't really do a lot about. It was so thick, the de-icer wasn't super effective. This time we knew it was going to be more snow, slush, things like that our snowplows are much more effective with. So those dry roads really allowed us to be prepared.
Both the county and city say the effort to get the roads clear impacts first responders as well as public transit, and even with crews doing all they can, there's still a warning out for drivers to do their part.
A lot of people think that just because the municipalities put out de-icer or sand or plow the roads that it's safe to travel at normal speeds, and it's just not the case. There's still wheel ruts, snow wheel ruts, which will grab your tires and pull you around. There's a lot of hazards and dangers that people still need to be aware of and really take your time.
Light rain and snow could be on the way over the coming days, and officials say crews city and county-wide are standing by. Hibbler tells us the county will send out a couple of plows to Friday night, and they'll throw sand and apply magnesium chloride if it's needed. While we dealt with our fair share of snow in Eugene, Corvallis got hit quite a bit harder.
Yeah, Oregon State's campus closed down as a result, alongside a number of school districts in Linn and Benton County. Police in the area say that thankfully people were able to stay safe during the more treacherous hours of this morning.
It looks like a lot of people were diligent about staying home if they can. So there's been a lot less traffic. In this type of weather, traffic is a concern for us, and fortunately there's been less of that. So folks are definitely doing a good job of keeping safe and being cognizant of the weather.
Now, when winter weather hits, make sure to remember those winter driving tips. Give plenty of room while driving, drive like you can't trust your brakes, and give an extra beat or two while at stoplights.